lots of drinking. Okay, I'm going to show you where I am on pedal board as I pick up this humongous bugger. Here's the front. As you can see, still got to clip stuff off. So I'll do that later once I finish putting all the rest of the cable ties on. Got my little shelf here. Underneath, as you can see, I have the mixer, which will be where all the synths will come into, including the Roland synth over there. And all this stuff up here on this side will come back into this. And there's the Hall of Fame reverb, which will be output of this into here, and then this will go to my GNX4. Neat little shelf. Space here is for the new Electro Harmonic Super Ego. Looking forward to that pedal. Still got some, of course, cable tying to do because I run out of these guys, these nice big ones. So I have to finish these two, and the hog, which is sliding all over the place because it's not in place either. So as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to go pick those up. Everything's pretty much set. All I'm going to do is play around with it, make sure I can call the audio cables up, and everything works more or less where it is. Then I'm going to go see my luthier, Bill Covert, at Lyrical Lumber in Maitland, Florida, and my very good friend. And he's going to help me do all the audio cables. So we'll cut custom length cables for everything. And then I'm going to flip this thing over so I can show you the back. Here we have the back. Parametric EQ, which is driving into the Electro Harmonics muff to get that tone going. Down here are my preset pedals that I don't have to play with, so once they're set, they just stay on the bottom and they're just going to go directly to the patcher, and I'm not going to have to touch those. Very good. You can see all the nice power cables here that are lying around because I haven't hooked anything up yet. The gig rig power supply, which is the generator. Here's the generator right here. And then that just goes out to all the different pedals, and it supplies both 9 volt and 18 volt. Very nice. Thank you, Matt, at the Matt 8. He's my guy for pedals. Great price, great service. He's the only guy I get my pedals from. He pays me to say that too. And then, of course, here's some audio cables I just hooked up for the reverb to the sub-mixer, which from the reverb, this will go to my GNX4 to the stereo returns, and I'll have everything running through my GNX4, which isn't here at the moment. So I just got to do some finishing on this side, finish some cables, and I'll be done with this part of getting the thing ready to start playing with it. Of course, I'll have to try to hook up all the power. So I think that's it. I don't think I've forgotten anything. And hopefully I'll have all this done by tonight, and tomorrow I'll make an updated video to add, rather update you on the video to add to the one I'm working on right now. And it should be ready to do some testing. Now I'm going to try to put it down. This is a quick update. As you can see, the board is now up and running. I know it's kind of dark in here. I'll turn the lights on in a second. I'm just looking to make sure, except for a few of the pedals that I know aren't connected yet, everything is up. See that? We're now going, pardon again, the handheld underneath the board. And here we are. You can see the nice graphic EQ there. And everything is lit up properly. Everything's glowing like it should. Now I'm going to bring the lights back up. Still got to get that slicer in there correctly. That's not sitting right. Okay. That looks better in the dark. It's kind of hard to see that everything's on. But it's going good. Get down on the floor again here. And as you can see,
all the power is in. I'm using my foot here so I can point some things out. There we go. This is the gig rig power supply. My finger's on it. The converter up to 18 volts, which is the MXR EQ, and the Empress Para EQ are both running, and they almost collapse and fall. Both at 18 volts. Then there are two distributors here. I have no idea how I'm going to hold on to this thing. Okay, here's one distributor right here. This is the 9 volt. Here's the other 9 volt. And as you can see, I put that one in backwards, so I have to pull it out because I can't get in there to do any wiring. Loads of wires. I didn't trim any of the wires because just in case I have to move something around, it won't end up with short cables and have to go back and order some more, so I just left them full length. Chorus pedals now on because it's always got to be turned on. Looks like everything's up and running. The wiring is just a quick and dirty for right now. I'm sure when I get to the actual wiring, we'll have to probably pull all the power line out, do the audio, and then put it all back in. And of course make it a lot neater because this is a mess. So that's where we are so far. Everything looks good. Only thing I don't have on, damn, this thing's gotten heavy. Of course, there in the back, as you can see, I hope, there's the TC Electronics on. There's the Nady mixer. Yep, it's on. The flanger's not on because it's an 18 volt supply, and I haven't been able to get a wire from there up to here because it's not long enough. And then the Electro Harmonics English Muffin and the Black Finger are both AC powers. So of course I can't. My power supply is DC, so I can't run those off that. So they have their own power supplies I'll have to go off of. And everything is more or less where I want it. Of course, audio cables are going to be important. I have to get that done hopefully soon. And that is the official update. So here we are. Stuff's happening. And next stage, I'll do another update.